So what does optimal actually look like? It's honestly different for every brand, and you know your business better than we do. We want you to get the most out of ads, but in a way that actually works for your margins, your budget, your goals. So rather than give you a one size fits all answer or advice, I'm going to walk you through some signals that you can look for to make the call that's right for you. I would start by looking at impressions, clicks, and conversions. David made a really great point earlier. Good listings make for good ads. It's not a Band-Aid solution, and so you really want to focus on the quality of your listings themselves. So if these metrics of impressions and clicks and conversions are underperforming, it's usually a sign to go back to the foundations and optimize your listings before changing any ad settings. So first off, let's start by looking at what impressions can tell us about search relevance. Impressions reflect how often your products are showing up in retailer search results. And one thing to keep in mind is to look at trends quarter over quarter rather than month to month, because some seasonal fluctuation is totally normal. But if you're seeing a longer term decline, that's usually a sign to go back to those basics, make sure your listings are optimized for visibility. There's a few things to look for that influence your search visibility. First of all, you want to make sure that your shop profile is complete, including brand tags, ship from location, and a full catalog. And having a full catalog is really one of the best ways to boost your visibility. This is especially true for promoted listings. The more products you have available for promotion, the more matches we're actually able to make for you. But we also totally understand that there may be some products that you don't want promoted. Like if they have tight margins, they're display products, they're seasonal, they have low inventory, things like that. And so you can actually easily exclude any of those products from showing up in your ads if you just go to the product in your portal and toggle off ads at the bottom of that page. You also want to check to see that your product titles and descriptions are searchable. One test that I love for this is if a retailer couldn't see the image, would the title alone tell them what the product is? So for example, gold-plated 12-inch Camilla heart charm necklace is going to do a lot more work in search than just Camilla love necklace, which might be the name of the product, but isn't really descriptive of what the product actually is. So clarity in general helps drive discoverability, which is really the foundation of SEO or search engine optimization. And if you're not familiar with SEO, I'd highly recommend checking out some of our resources on this. Some of them are linked in the docs section of this webinar. They're all on learn.faire.com. And learning about SEO and optimizing for SEO is a really big part of optimizing your discoverability, both for organic search and ads. You also want to make sure that your products are accurately categorized and tagged so that when retailers are filtering their searches for certain things, you're showing up in the right ones. And then high quality images. I know this is no surprise, but it really does make a difference. Think about how easily when you're online shopping, you're hooked by an image, or at least I am. So that shows just how important having strong imagery is. And then a few other things to think about. One, providing retailers with a good experience makes a huge difference. Make sure you're reliable, you're communicating effectively, you're shipping on time so that you're getting good reviews and showing up in more searches. And then last but definitely not least, you want to drive external traffic to your Faire shop. So let's dig into that a little bit more. Driving traffic to your Faire store strengthens your performance signals overall, and Faire Direct is really the best way to do that. As a reminder, for those who are or aren't using Faire Direct allows you to take orders from retailers that you already have a relationship with off the platform, and you don't pay commission on those orders that you drive. So as many of you know, we don't advertise to your Faire Direct retailers that you drive to the platform. So you might be thinking like, why would Faire Direct and using it help with the performance of my ads? And the answer is really that the more that we know about the types of retailers that shop your products on and off the platform, the better we get at showing you to retailers that are likely to convert. So both organically and through ads. So to summarize all of that, if you're seeing that your impressions are lower than you'd like or trending down, go back to the basics. Make sure your listings are in tip-top shape, optimize your product titles and descriptions for searchability, and invite your existing retailers to shop with you through Faire Direct. And even if your impressions are good and you're showing up in searches, You still may need to take a look at the foundations if those impressions aren't then turning into clicks or conversion. If impressions look healthy, but clicks are low, it's a good idea to take a look at your images, your titles, and your pricing. If your clicks are strong, but your conversions aren't following, that usually points to high minimum order thresholds that should be reconsidered, the possibility to add shipping incentives, or fulfillment signals that are worth revisiting.